terms of the 4 questions, to learn the 4 questions, but they're real easy. 4 questions are, do you or anyone you know? Very important to say that, anyone you know, because the way this question is worded, a person has to say yes. That is sort of a trick question if you say it right. But if you say it wrong, do you drink coffee? Then, oh no, you can get a no. But if you say it right, do you or anyone you know drink coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, at least occasionally? Who can say no to that? Right? You or anyone you know, right? So that's worded to get a yes. That's how it's worded. So it's important you word it correctly. I have heard people say it the wrong way. They just go straight to that person. Do you drink coffee or tea? No. We're saying, do you or anyone you know drink coffee, tea, or hot chocolate? At least occasionally. Now you gotta get a yes. Come on, everybody, right? All right, second question. So if they say yeah, they say, now if they don't drink coffee, but they say, oh yeah, you know, my mother is this friend and everything, then you don't ask the second question. You be intelligent. You don't say black or cream or sugar if they don't drink coffee. You don't do that. You know, if they say, oh, I drink tea, you say, oh, well, green tea or red tea, right? So you have to be a little bit more, you know, pay a little attention. But the second question is, do you drink a coffee black or with cream or sugar? But once again, if they don't drink coffee, but if they say they drink tea, oh, do you drink green tea or red tea? Right? Right. Okay, so just be sensitive, listen to what they're saying. Don't just ask the question without listening to what they're saying. Okay, then the third one. Well, where do you buy your coffee from? Starbucks, Folgers, Maxwell House, where are you getting it? Okay, where do you get your tea from? You know, and name a couple brands. Okay? And so then when they give you the name of the brand, then that's the name you want to use in this 4th question. So if they say Folgers, they say, well, so when was the last time Folgers paid you a check for drinking their coffee? Right? Or if they say they drink Lipton tea. So when's the last time Lipton paid you a check for drinking their tea? And they're going to laugh. They'll say never, you know? And you say, that's when you hand out the sample. You go, this is Organo Gold. This is the coffee that pays. You can get a check each and every month for switching, drinking this coffee. Happy to give it to you for free. Just all I'm going to ask is you let me know what you think of the taste and how it makes you feel. Now here's the major mistake a lot of people make. They'll hand out the free sample without getting that person's contact information. Yes. This is a business. Yes, we're good people. Yes, we want to have fun, but the whole idea of this process is to be able to get a result. So if you're having a rapport with somebody, if you're having a conversation, if you're having, you know, you're having that conversation, and if they're unwilling to give you their telephone number, don't give them the coffee you paid for. Right. You spent money on that sample, right? Don't think, oh, you know, I'm just going to give it to you and they're going to call me. No. Our marketing plan, the way this works, to get those numbers, 3 out of every 5, doing business with you, it is you proactively being able to call that person back and ask them, what did you think of the taste and how it makes you feel? It's not handing out samples and then thinking 3 out of 5 people are to call you up, hey, I want to order that coffee you handed me. No, they'll like the coffee. I mean, how many times are probably people in here will tell you someone is giving them coffee, they love the coffee, and then you came and talked to them, they say, yeah, I tried that coffee, it was great. Who's had that happen to you? See those hands? You see, because that person that handed them coffee but didn't have a way of getting back in touch with them. Yes. So you want to be an intelligent marketer. Yes, you're handing out free samples. Yes, you're having fun. But unless they give you their telephone number, don't give them the sample. You know, and it's real easy to get around and say, oh, well, you know, yeah, I paid for this. I'm happy to give it to you for free. But, you know, I just want to follow up on it to make sure, see what you think of the taste and how it makes you feel. Is that fair? Yeah. Fair. And no, I'm saying, that's what I say. I say, is that fair? And that's what they say, though. They say, yeah. I'm giving you something. You can let me know that. I paid for this. I'm giving it to you. And so just do that. If you guys do that, your numbers will increase so much more. Thank you. You'll get such better results. But that's the 4 questions. And then, what do you think of the taste and how it makes you feel? And basically, that's where you got to get great results, because people are enjoying the taste of the stuff and everything. So, 4 questions. We got that? Any questions on 4 questions? Hey, we're halfway through our training. Training class is almost over. Okay. All right, now let's move into 4 steps. The 4 steps to success. 4 steps. Man, get this. 4 steps to you putting in place a business where you're making over 100 grand a month by November of this year. 4 steps, 4 things to put in place. Is that exciting?
That's amazing.
You guys, I got a hydrogen fuel cell company. We put in tens of millions of dollars. 6-year process to get through all the government, 127 steps to get through government regulations just to bring product to market. That's what's real out there in the business environment. Dealing with government regulations and everything, you got to go through so many hoops and everything, you got to throw so much capital, and stuff. And I'm saying, I'm sitting here with you, and I can share with you 4 steps. Your capital investment, I tell people it costs you nothing to join Organo Gold. Why do I say that? Because you buy the gold pack, it's $1,295, but you don't pay cash for your gold pack. You finance it, you use your credit card. I don't want anybody's cash to buy their gold pack. Why? Because I want you to be able to tell people you got started in Organo Gold without it costing you a penny. What do I mean by that? You finance your business, okay? You get 52 boxes of coffee in your pack. You start handing out samples, 10 samples a day. Just start handing out the samples. What do you think of the taste and how it makes you feel? What do you think of the taste and how it makes you feel? You hand out 10 samples a day. You do that for 10, 15 days. That's 100, 150 people you're handing out this great tasting coffee to. There's no way possible you're not going to sell through 40 of your boxes. Because some people, when they buy it, they don't want 1 box. Many people want to buy 2 boxes. And so, basically, you're talking about getting anywhere from, 25 to 30 customers of those first 100, 150 samples you're handing out. So you sell through 40 of your boxes. They're giving you that money in cash. You got that back 15, 20 days. Now you get your credit card bill. You're paying that back from your profits from your coffee sales. So how much did it cost you to join Organo Gold? Nothing. It didn't cost you anything. You finance your business, your coffee sales pays back your initial capital to get involved in the business. All you're doing is making upfront earnings, upfront income from the weekly checks that come in. Your coffee sales recoups your initial investment. That's the message we want spread out here. We're talking about a business people get started in because the coffee sells so easily, you're able to move through product. Does that make sense? Any questions on that?
Makes sense.
Okay? And so use that terminology when people use that. I tell people, no, I don't want you to spend any money. Use a credit card. It's a finance. You pay it off in 30 days. It's a 0 interest loan. Right now, you go get a Starbucks franchise. You go to Bank of Hawaii to get that 80 grand. Right? They're going to charge you 6, 7%. 80 grand to start your Starbucks. And it's going to be financed probably over a 5-year repayment plan. I'm getting you an Organo Gold business started. You recoup back that initial investment within the first couple weeks. You pay off the loan to get started. Everything coming in is now positive cash flow. To me, it's just a better business model. Hello. That makes sense?
It does.
Okay. All right. 4-step system. I got sidetracked. All right. All right. Step number 1, become a product of the product. Basically, as using the product yourself, you want to sort of really be aware and write down what you're feeling, what happens to you off the product. Meaning you want to find what your personal story is off the product. So many people we hear, oh man, I just started sleeping better just when I first started drinking the coffee. So many people we hear who had stomach upset from coffee, from the acid of coffee. They're like, man, I got on this, my stomach felt great, no stomach acid upset. So many people who had caffeine jitters. They start on this, oh wow, great energy, feel good, but don't get the jitters. So many people, I love your story because he came over at my house and he was on crutches and he had 1 cup of coffee, didn't like coffee. Just real quickly share your story.
I came over to meet Jett for another reason. No, it was about coffee. I don't drink coffee. I've tried it twice in my life. He got sick both times in 15 minutes because of the caffeine. He said, well, have a cup of coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee. He said, well, it's a coffee party. I don't know why. I don't drink coffee. And he asked me why, and I told him, I said, well, this won't do you. This won't do that. So he gave me a cup of coffee. I about 15, 20 minutes, and felt pretty good. And, it tasted really good. I always loved the smell of coffee, but just couldn't drink it. So after 45 minutes, I grabbed my crutches and went to go use the restroom. And I set my crutches in the corner and hopped across the bathroom, and then was going to hop back over and grab my crutches. When I reached out to grab my crutches, I realized I just walked across the room on my foot that I had just sprained my ankle the night before and tore 2 ligaments, and it was all wrapped up, and I couldn't put any pressure on it whatsoever. I had just walked across this bathroom to grab my crutches and didn't realize it until I reached out to grab my crutches. Wow. And I started hopping up and down on my sprained ankle with 2 torn ligaments with no pain. So I just grabbed my crutches and I'm walking out here, and everybody kind of turned around. What the heck? Jett turned and jumped backwards. What? I don't know what's in this coffee, but I want some.
But inflammation, you guys Google Ganoderma inflammation. You know, he had inflammation there at his ankle. He took that Ganoderma, he felt the effects. I know for myself, I play basketball. I play a lot of ball. I've been on health products and everything, but because of the intense ball I play, I've had severe knee pain, severe Achilles tendon pain for years. Been dealing with that for years. Started drinking the coffee, started using Ganoderma capsules. Now my story is that all my pain, all my knee pain is gone. And I was on health products. I was doing stuff already. So I'm saying each of you get your personal story. Yes?
I have to share this with all of you. I got my son involved with Ganoderma. So he did try the coffee mocha as well as the chocolate. And then I also got him on Ganoderma, the capsule. But my son has fibromyalgia, and he's been on, drugs, and he couldn't sleep, so he was taking sleeping pills for the last 6 months. He can't get up because he's all drugged out. And so I've been trying to, do all kinds of things to assist him. But once he started taking, this happened within the last, 3 weeks, and he told me a couple of days ago, he says, "Mom, can I have some more of the coffee and the cocoa?" And I ran out of the capsules. He says, "I felt so good, I did away with sleeping pills." And so gradually, he says, "I feel energized, I feel really good." And so he decided he's going to start gradually weaning out, the other medications as well, but no sleeping pills anymore.
Fantastic. Awesome. And once again,